I visited the Ernst& Young office yesterday and I met three very interesting people. All three of them were pursuing their ACCA. One of them was a graduate who had started his ACCA immediately after graduation and he had almost reached his professional level. I think two papers to go. The second one was again a graduate who had completed his skills level and now had gone to his professional level. And the third one was a student who had finished CA Inter and taken a pause, started doing ACCA, and she had given her last exam of the professional level. She was awaiting results. Now, interestingly, all three of them were in EY through the entire ACCA journey, and I was amazed to know how beautifully they navigated between a rigorous work life at EY and preparing for ACCA exams and appearing those exams. And all three of them had actually cleared exams in the first go. So I sat them down and I thought I wanted to understand their experiences of how they did it. And I thought I'll make a quick video and share these experiences with you. Now, if you're a working professional, I'm assuming you're at least a graduate. So you've done either your graduation or you would have done your graduation plus some other degree, maybe MCOM, MBA, CA Inter, CA, CMA. Now, independent of whatever you have done, the ACCA awards you exemptions basis your graduation. And generally, if you're a BCom graduate, you get minimum 4 to 5 exemptions. And with your BCom, if you have additional degrees, those exemptions can increase up to 9. For example, chartered accountants have 9 exemptions. That's the maximum that you can get. So while traditionally ACCA has 13 papers spread over knowledge level 3, 6 in the skills level and 4 in the professional level, as a working professional and a graduate, you never land up doing all 13. You will always claim certain exemptions because you've done that syllabus in your previous degrees. You'll end up claiming a minimum of 4 to 5, and like I said, that can increase maybe up to 9 exemptions. So the time to do ACCA can be anywhere between say 12 months to about 18 months alongside your jobs. Another very important thing to note is the kind of subjects that you study in your ACCA. Now you do a lot of global accounting to become an expert at IFRS. You study financial management, performance management, strategy and leadership, UK taxes, auditing. So आप इतना बढ़िया spread of subjects study करते हो, and each one is an experience in itself. Each paper of ACCA is very case study based, will give you amazing real world insights from a global perspective. So especially when you're working, what happens, that whole interplay between what you do in classrooms and what you do in your offices is beautiful. So sometimes you're learning a concept in your textbooks and you actually go to your workplace and apply it. Sometimes you've done something at your workplace and you bring the story into your classroom when you read it in the textbook. So that is an amazing experience. And I've generally seen so many times that as you start doing each of these ACCA papers, with every paper your CV starts getting stronger. With every paper you've got so much more application. Your employer, your colleagues, your boss around you will start recognizing it. And whenever you sit for the next appraisal, those papers that you've done of your ACCA, that application you've showcased at your work will get you bigger roles, better roles and better salary packs. I can assure you with that. Okay, so that is why doing ACCA with your work is something that motivates a lot of people, and it motivated the 3 people that I met at Ernst & Young the other day. Now I'm going to share with you how they made it possible. Number 1, ACCA exams are flexible. They happen 4 times a year. That's March, June, September and December. So you can attempt as many papers as you want through this. Now, what these 3 young students did is that they ensured that they do one paper at a time because they didn't have the time to do multiple papers. So they did one paper at a time, but they made sure that they do minimum of 4 a year. They didn't skip a single exam attempt. So I think that keeping up their discipline is very, very important. Number 2, they all underwent some or the other kind of coaching. Now, coaching becomes essential because it instills discipline of study. You have a mentor or a coach who's helping you minimize the trial and error and exactly telling you what is the expectation of the exam. And especially when you're a working professional and you don't have so much of time for R&D, you need that kind of help. So I remember 2 of them mentioning to me that they did live online, which means whether they were at home or their office spaces or they were traveling to a client, they made sure they attend wherever they were. And one of them I remember saying that they went for a self-paced option but with a lot of discipline. Number 3, an amazing habit I liked is all 3 of them got together and they made sure that they study a minimum of 60 minutes daily. This is self-study time beyond coaching time. Whether it's at the start of the day before work starts, or it's the end of the day, they've wrapped up work, they've studied for 60 minutes and then they've gone home. But they made sure that they do it. It was like going to the gym. And number 4, they said that, they started over time receiving that kind of appreciation and encouragement from boss, colleagues, people in the team who started to support their journey. And number five, like I said, the mentor whom, the coach or the mentor helped them curate a wonderful curriculum that ensure they work smart and not just hard. So I think these were five very interesting things that they told me, which I wanted to share with you. So if you're a working professional, you're looking at doing an ACCA, and you know it's tough to manage with your work, Synthesis Learning is here to help. Reach out to us. We'll help you design an amazing curriculum around your lifestyle. We'll help you work smart and not just hard. And from a messy, we'll help you get to a gorgeous end product.